You may begin, Chair.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a regular meeting of the Newark Zoning Board of Adjustment. Today's date is Thursday, October 9th, 2025. The purpose of this meeting is to hear requests for variances from the Newark zoning and land use regulations under the authority of the municipal land use law. If you're an applicant for a D or use variance, you should be aware that such a variance can only be granted after showing that special reasons for the grant of the variance exist and that the variance can be granted without substantial detriment to the zoning plan of the city of Newark. You should also be aware that in order to be granted such a variance, you require an affirmative vote of 5 members of the 7-member Board of Adjustment. Other variances require a majority of 4 votes to grant the variance. If you're an applicant for any variance and your variance is denied by this board, you have a right to appeal to the Superior Court of the State of New Jersey within 45 days of notice of the decision, and that court may overturn the decision of this board. If you're an objector to any type of variance and the variance is granted, you too may appeal to the Superior Court of the State of New Jersey, and the court may overturn the decision of this board. If you do file an appeal of the board's decision, we ask that in addition to complying with any notice requirement imposed by statute or court rule, that you serve a copy of your pleadings on the zoning board secretary. Pursuant to the requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act, also known as the Sunshine Law, adequate notice of this meeting was provided by notifying the Star Ledger, the Jersey Journal, the Newark City Clerk, and posting a copy of the agenda on the bulletin board in the basement of Newark City Hall. In addition to adequate notice under the Open Public Meetings Act, electronic notice of this remote public meeting was placed on the City of Newark's website as permitted by state statute. Members of the public may notify the host, that's us, that you would like to ask questions or make statements by using the raise hand feature at the bottom of your computer screen or mobile device. If you are calling on the phone, you can press *9, and that will alert us that you have a question or wish to make a statement. And we'll advise you when the appropriate time to do that is. I'd note that we're a quasi-judicial body, and if an appeal is taken, we have to file an official transcript of the proceedings with the Superior Court. The chat is not part of the official transcript. We want to make sure that any questions you have, the answer to those questions, and any statement you have is part of the official transcript. So I'd ask you to refrain from using the chat and use the raise hand feature so we can recognize you and make sure that your questions and comments are part of the official transcript. Additionally, when you use the chat, it pops up on the screen. It's like speaking out loud out of turn if we were meeting in person. So again, I'd ask you to refrain from using the chat. The meeting of the Board of Adjustment will now come to order. Madam Secretary, will you please call the chair?
Member Hardesty.
Present.
Member Jones.
You see, she's saying the word present.
Member Rivero.
Present.
Member Cobian.
Present.
Member Torres.
Present.
Vice Chair Mumford.
Present.
Chair Funk.
Present. Are there any requests for adjournments or postponements? Requests for adjournments or postponements. I think Ms. Velozzi, I see, has his hand raised. I'm sure he's not asking for an adjournment or postponement. He probably just wants to get ready on the first matter. Let's bring him in.
Good evening, Mr.
Velozzi,
Chairman.
how are you? You're not here for an adjournment, are you?
I am seeking an adjournment, Mr. Chairman.
Which matter are you on?
On the ZBA 25-09.
This is ZBA-25-09, 9315 Albert Avenue and 3133 Esther Street. Are there any persons who have an interest in this matter? If so, please identify yourself by using the raised hand feature at the bottom of your screen. If you're on the telephone, please press *9. I'd ask you to do so now, please.
There are no raised hands, Chair.
Counsel, your appearance for the record, please.
Good evening, everyone. Noemi Velosi on ZBA 25-09.
Counsel?
Mr. Chairman, we received an updated engineering report on October 7th, and we need to review it for changes. So unfortunately, 48 hours was not enough time.
Sorry, we'll take Mr. Trafficante out behind the garage later, and make sure there's a good line of sight, free from trees, and give him a stern talking to. Sorry for that, Counsel.
No, it's our fault. We submitted updated plans only at the deadline to submit, Mr. Chairman.
Oh,
We
okay,
should have
well-
submitted them earlier.
I take it back. Then maybe Charlie will have to take you out behind the woodshed. Miss Mejia,
Yes.
next open date?
December.
Well, how much time do you need, Ms. Velosi?
Mr. Alvarez is just reviewing it. We're scheduling a meeting with the client for the middle of next week, Mr. Chairman.
Ms.
So a little
Mejia?
time.
December 4th.
Will that be enough time, do you think, Ms. Velosi? You
Yes,
need
it
more
will.
time. How many are on December 4th?
This would be the first matter.
Well, there you go. You will definitely be heard on 12/4. Are there any questions for counsel from the board? If none, I have a motion, please.
Motion.
Second.
A motion and a second to adjourn this to November 4th. Call the roll. I
December.
mean, December 4th. I'm sorry.
Member Hardesty.
Yes.
Member Jones.
Yes.
Member Rivero.
Yes.
Member Cobian.
Yes.
Member Torres.
Yes.
Vice Chair Mumford.
Yes.
Chair Alphonse.
Yes. Mr. Velosi, I wonder if you would agree on behalf of your applicant to renotice regular mail 200 feet and to change the date on the sign?
We will, Mr. Chairman.
It's greatly appreciated. Thank you and have a good evening.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone.
Do we need a break after that case or should we just call the next case? And I don't have the findings of fact. So let's call the next case.
The time is now 6:29 PM. The next item on tonight's agenda is ZBA 25-33, located at 936 Broad Street, Block 874, Lot 13 in the Central Ward. The applicant is 936 Broad Street LLC. In the Living Downtown Redevelopment Zone, the applicant proposes an interior fit-out of existing structure to be used as a cigar lounge. Applicant is seeking a D1 variance to permit a cigar/smoke lounge. Site plan approval is not required. This application was adjourned from the September 18th hearing to this date.
Before the findings of fact, I'd ask everyone associated with this to identify themselves by raising your hand so we can bring you in. Madam Secretary?
The Board of Adjustment made the following findings of fact with respect to 936 Broad Street, which is located in Newark's downtown neighborhood on the southeastern corner of the Broad and Franklin Street intersection. The total site area is approximately 2,700 square feet. The surrounding land uses consist of Newark City Hall, the U.S. Postal Services building, commercial and office spaces, as well as a high-rise multifamily building.
Thank you. Are there any objectors to this application? ZBA 25-33, 936 Broad Street. Are there any objectors to this? I'm sorry, to this application? If so, please identify yourselves by using the raised hand feature on the bottom of your computer screen. If you're on the telephone, press *9. I ask you to do so now. I see no raised hands. Counsel, your appearance?
Thank you. Calvin Souter of Souter Law Group on behalf of the applicant, Executive Leaf Limited Partnership. We're here today. We don't need site plan approval, so hopefully we can get through this rather quickly. We are asking for a use variance, however, where we're seeking just what we would think of as minimal relief of what used to be a storefront of various types, law offices at certain points. Now it is being proposed to be utilized as a cigar lounge called Executive Leaf. We do have architect available tonight if you'd like to understand some of the interior drawings, but we also do have John McDonough, our planner, here ready to give you the rationale behind why this particular use should be allowed, and provide in granting the appropriate relief.
Thank you, Counsel. Mr. Roy is the architect.
Yes.
We'll hear briefly from Mr. Roy. Mr. Roy, want to raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to provide be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? We really want to hear.
Yes, I do.
Could you state your name, give us your address and relationship to this application, please?
My name is Kevin Roy. Address is 65 Avon Drive East, East Windsor. I'm the architect for the applicant. It's 639 Broad Street. I helped with the layout of the interior space.
Thank you. Counsel.
Thank you. Can you give us your background for reference, please?
Sure. I'm a licensed architect for 35 years.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, Counsel. Mr. Roy,
Yes.
is your architectural license in the state of New Jersey?
Yes, it is.
Currently in full force and effect?
Yes, it is.
And you've testified before this board in the past, haven't you?
Recently, I testified in Newark about the White Lily cannabis project a couple months ago. Might have
Bars and cannabis, Ms. Counsel?
No, it's
We're,
on Miller Street.
We're a 24/7 city, Chairman.
I'm telling you. We'll recognize Mr. Roy as an expert in the field of architecture. Counsel?
Thank you. Mr. Roy, can you go through your layout for this facility, please?
Yeah, I'm trying to get it on the screen here. Let's see. Or I can just take my camera and show it, position it on the actual plan. Hey. Okay.
First time for everything, Chairman.
Okay. So it's blurry.
Were you unable to share your screen, Mr. Roy?
Yes, I can't find the command here.
It should be to the bottom of his screen with a green arrow.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Hang on. All right. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. You're looking at the floor plan now?
Yes.
And the building is on the corner of Broad Street, Franklin Street. It's pretty much in downtown Newark. It's a two-story space towards the front, 28 feet wide. Building was approximately 100 years old. I believe it's was originally a bank structure. Most recently, it was a food establishment. To the rear of the building, it widens, and there's multiple floors with existing tenants in there now, all business tenants. So the space we're talking about now specifically has been renovated numerous times over the years. Structurally, it's in good shape, so we don't have to do too much with that. The space is now it's actually one large open room with a 20-foot ceiling. We don't intend on dividing the floors, so we're going to have one floor, entrance off the main street, Broad Street, with a vestibule, and then 3 spaces. Once you come in, to the right, a small retail space, to the left, a seating area for the patrons, to the rear, an executive area for additional patrons. Up towards the top of the drawing, you'll see a bar, which is just for refreshments and soft drinks for the patrons. There's 2 existing toilet rooms in the back that are in good shape, which is what we need for the zoning code. The fire exits are in the rear and the front. They're in good shape as well. So you don't have to do too much work with those items. There was a couple of questions regarding the existing building. I think that the planning official had brought up in the review that I can comment on if you care.
Council, anything further?
No, I think that's it. I do, Mr. Roy, for all intents and purposes, the interior of this facility is remaining the same, right? With no structural changes to this facility from what was there and what you're planning to be there.
That's correct. It's just a change of tenant. The use is still a business use from the previous tenant. So, correct.
Right. Mr. Chairman, I turn it over to the board for questioning.
Thank you. Any questions from the board for the architect? Questions for the architect from the board? Mr. Roy, you're putting in a ventilation system?
Yeah, as it stands now, the previous tenant had a commercial cooking line installed with a hood and exhaust. And since our CFM requirements for the space are less, we propose to use existing ventilation duct and exhaust fans, and use those to process the air from the space and also bring in makeup air. So we think we can make that work.
You have any idea from the applicant what kind of retail use they're
Yes.
looking at?
Just cigars and cigar-related items for the purpose.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. And they don't intend to serve any alcohol there, is that correct?
No, I'm told it's just refreshments, soft drinks, snacks, perhaps for the clients.
And that ventilation system will prevent fumes from entering other parts of the building?
Well, yeah, it exhausts straight up through the roof area. So, and there'll be filters in line as well. So our mechanical engineer will be in charge of adapting the existing system to our new needs, which I believe will be less than a commercial cooking line.
You have any idea of the hours of operation?
I believe the owner can fill you in on the operations of the business.
Is that something we can do this evening, council?
I'm not fully sure. I can give you the answer though, Mr. Chairman. They are open typically from 10 to 10.
7 days a week?
Yes,
The owner is not present, is that correct this evening?
that is correct.
Okay. Any other questions for the architect? From the board? Yes,
Mr. Chair,
Commissioner Jones.
yes, I have a question. We were speaking about some sort of machinery, a ventilator or something of some sort? Was
Correct.
that what was said?
Ventilation system.
Ventilation system. I'm just curious, with this machine, is it a noisy machine or?
No, it's an exhaust fan, much like you would have at a restaurant, small mushroom type rooftop unit, right?
And whatever sound, is it confined to the interior of this establishment? Or can it be heard from outside? Like, would it be something that the neighbors can find an annoyance with, the noise?
I think not, because the exhaust fan is existing. It's been there for years, so presumably there haven't been any complaints. It usually is not a very large or loud fan for these kind of small commercial hoods. So.
Okay. Thank you. You've answered my question.
Thanks a lot.
Are there any other questions from the board? Seeing none, are there questions from the members of the public regarding this testimony? Questions from members of the public? Hearing none, counsel.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I believe John McDonough will be testifying, or someone from his office is on as
I'm
well.
right here, Calvin. I'm
Thank
here.
you, John.
Bear with me 1 second. I don't know if Mr. McDonough is ready, raising his hand or waving hello. Mr. McDonough, do you swear or affirm the testimony about to provide be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do, Mr. Chairman.
Would you state your name, your address, and your relationship to this application, please?
Sure thing. Hi there, everyone. My name is John McDonough. My address is 101 Gibraltar Drive, Parsippany, New Jersey, and my affiliation with this project is as the project planner.
Mr. McDonough is well known to this board. We'll accept him as an expert in the field of planning. That is, Mr. McDonough, if your planning license remains in full force and effect in the state of New Jersey. Does it?
It is and it does. Yes, Mr. Chairman.
We'll accept Mr. McDonough. Counsel.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. John, can you go over the test for use variance here and explain why this use would not be a detriment to the community?
Sure, it's a simple look at what we call the positive criteria and the negative criteria, or even more simply put, the pros and cons. Clearly, there is a socioeconomic benefit to this land use here as a gathering place, a place where people can talk and socialize, much like an eatery, a bar, or any other gathering place in the community. And this is in the downtown. It's in the heart of the city. It's actually right across the street from City Hall. It's an end cap unit, so it does have frontage on both Broad and Franklin. And again, we think it's good planning to put a use of this nature, which does provide for a social benefit right here in the heart of the city. Likewise, an economic benefit that it is filling important and prime commercial space in the downtown, putting underutilized space back into productive use. And in terms of the negative criteria, we don't see any substantial impairment to the zone plan. I think this is a case of a use or zoning that hasn't quite caught up to current uses. Your new zoning ordinance, your new base city zoning ordinance, which is now 2 or 3 years old, actually does include cigar bars, and it defines them, it regulates them, and pretty much every main commercial corridor here in the city, this land use is permitted by right in your C2 zone, your C3 zone, your MX2 zone, your MX3 zone, any one of those main arteries in the community, this land use is allowed. Because the Living Downtown Plan is now 20 years old, it's a use that simply has gained currency and wasn't contemplated 20 years ago. And here we are on the biggest, the most important commercial corridor in the community. So it's somewhat of a technicality that this use is not in the list of many uses that could go here, not the least of which could be a bar. A bar is a permitted use in the zone. So whenever we look at the zone plan, we look at whenever we look at the negative criteria, we look at the zone plan and the public impact. I think with the mitigative air filtration system that was just spoken about, I think that lessens, mitigates the public impact. And certainly with respect to the zone plan, the degree of departure from what could go here is not a substantial departure. So in that regard, I believe this application clearly promotes the general welfare. That's a fundamental purpose of zoning without any substantially adverse impacts and a clear absence of negative criteria in this application. That's all I have on direct, Mr. Chairman.
Counsel,
Thank you, John. Mr. Chairman, I turn it to the board.
are there any questions from the board for the planner? Questions for the planner from the board? Seeing none, are there questions from members of the public for the planner? Questions from members of the public for the planner? I see none. Counsel?
Chairman, I rest my case.
Council has submitted. We're now in discussion. May I have discussion from the board? Commissioner Riviero.
To me, it seems like a good place for that business. So overall, being in favor of this application. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments from members of the board? Comments from members of the board?
Mr. Chair, the
Commissioner Jean.
project, yes, the project itself seems straightforward, so I
Thank you.
would, yeah.
Thank you. Any other comments from the board? I would just note that it seems that Mr. Roy has developed a niche practice. And it's good to see him back. If there are no other comments, may I have a motion, please? Commissioner Riviera.
Yes, motion to approve.
We have a motion to approve application ZBA 25-33, 936 Broad Street.
Broad Street.
Commissioner Riviero, a second was Vice Chair.
Marport, yes.
Call the roll, please.
Member Hardesty,
You're gonna start with the non-cigar smoker. Yes.
Member Jones,
Yes.
Member Rivero,
Yes.
Member Cobian,
Yes.
Member Torres,
Yes.
Vice Chair Mumford,
Yes.
Chair Alphonse.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Congratulations, council, and thank you for an efficient presentation.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Have a good night.
Good night. Council Allwaters.
Yes,
You
we have,
resolutions.
we do. We have four. I'll start with the first one. It's ZBA 25-13, 138-140 Smith Street.
Are there any proposed revisions or dissents? Hearing none, call the roll, please.
Member Hardesty,
Yes.
Member Jones,
Yes, yes, I'm sorry, yes.
Member Rivero,
Yes.
Member Cobian,
Yes.
Member Torres,
Yes.
Vice Chair Mumford,
Yes.
Chair Alphonse.
Yes, council.
The next one is ZBA 25-12, 70 Millington Avenue.
Are there any proposed revisions or dissents? Hearing none, call the roll, please.
Member Hardesty,
Yes.
Member Jones,
Yes.
Member Rivero,
Yes.
Member Cobian,
Yes.
Member Torres,
Yes.
Vice Chair Mumford,
Yes.
Chair Alphonse.
Yes, council.
Next, ZBA 24-16, 282 First Avenue.
Are there any proposed revisions or dissents? Hearing none, call the roll, please.
Member Hardesty,
Yes.
Member Jones,
Yes.
Member Rivero,
Yes.
Member Cobian,
Yes.
Member
did you-
Torres,
Okay.
Yes.
Vice Chair Mumford,
Yes.
Chair Alphonse.
Yes, council.
The last one is ZBA 21-56, 18-20 Summit Street.
Are there any proposed revisions or dissents? Hearing none, call the roll, please.
Member Hardesty,
Yes.
Member Jones,
Yes.
Member Rivero,
Yes.
Member Cobian,
Yes.
Member Torres,
Yes.
Vice Chair Mumford,
Yes.
Chair Alphonse.
Yes, council, how are we on resolutions?
I think we're doing pretty good. I think we're waiting for minutes for July, the two meetings that Sylvia did not cover, July 24th and August 14th. Is that correct, Sylvia? Those two. Other than that, I think we're up to September.
So that means we're 3 months behind.
We're in October. We're just missing the July 24th and August 14th meetings.
So we're
Those
missing
two.
July, August, and September.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's because we don't have the minutes for July and August yet, and it's not Sylvia. Someone else covered the meeting.
Okay. Sylvia, I'm sure, is beating the bushes for that, right?
Well, I have to do the minutes. I have to listen to the audio. But it'll be
Oh,
okay.
you are? Oh, I thought the other person would.
Well,
Yeah.
it appears the other person should have,
Yeah.
has not, and now it's falling on Sylvia. It's great.
No, we
Sorry,
just
but
have to get
thank
it
you
done.
for
It's okay.
stepping up. Sorry, but
The other
thank you.
person would have if the other person was told to. But, okay.
Oh.
Oh, was that you, Jerry?
Oh, so we know who the other person is. Jerry?
No good intention goes unpunished.
sorry.
Ah, I see. Okay, so it's Jerry's fault.
It's no one's fault. It's actually my fault. I gotta get them done. I'll take it.
Jerry, you could have just been quiet and no one would have known, but you gave yourself up there.
Could leave Sylvia to
No
handle
good,
that.
but much better, and we're moving on that.
We knew Jerry. We just didn't want to rat it out. But
So, Ms. Mejia,
Yeah.
do we have any minutes to memorialize?
No, but next week, next meeting, we're gonna have like 4.
That's right. Next week, we're gonna have 4 and a very tired Miss Mejia. Council, any matters that we have to convene into executive session to discuss?
Oh, sir.
Ms. Mejia, when is it the date of our next meeting?
Not next week. So October 23rd.
Sorry, what was that? I didn't hear that.
Not next week. We have next week off.
So we're off another week on October, what is that, 23rd, 22nd?
Yes, 23rd.
all right, I just want to say now I'll be in the DR on the 23rd, so I will not be in attendance.
No. That's they have Wi-Fi there.
Do they?
We could make you we may have to have them hunt you down and
No, I'm going to be somewhere that the exhaust fans are so loud I won't be able to hear the hearing.
okay. That concludes our agenda. It is 6:53. You know what? The old days when we were here until midnight, they seem like a nightmare that really wasn't true. But they did go on for several years, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
Is that a dream or is that reality? I don't even remember.
I don't know, but don't speak it up.
Really?
I was dreaming during some of those meetings. I think like I was fighting for my life in one of them.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well.
At 6:54, motion to adjourn is always in order. It's non-debatable. Have a motion
Aye.
to adjourn?
Oh.
Yeah.
Motion.
To adjourn. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Have a good night. See you in 2
Good
weeks.
night, all.
Good night.